Hi, this is Dr. Steven with Outclick Magazine, and today we want to welcome Tym Moss and Ike Ivelli to the program. Tim and Mike, welcome. How are you doing today? I'm going to pull you in. There we go. Tim, Ike, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm
Good. How are
good.
you?
I'm good. You all, Tim, you and I chatted before when you were here
Yes.
before. You were so much fun. And Ike, you are new with the program. You all are coming. I always get it out in the beginning. Pub on the Drive, which is one of our favorite places. You're
Yes.
coming Saturday, December 10th, 2022, and Sunday, December 11th, 2022. So, anyway, tell us about your show called 50 Shades of Gay. I don't know how you got that name first, but tell us about the show or whatever you want to start with. Let us know.
Well, to begin with, the 50 Shades of Gay, I was watching a trailer back in February. I had this idea to do a pride show in New York City in June, and I came up with the title just by watching the trailer that was on TV. And
Okay.
50 Shades of Gray came on. I was like, oh, God, we got a gold mine here. So I changed it 50 Shades of Gay, and voila, we've been traveling around the country since, selling out cabaret
Absolutely.
venues, and Tim's been with me since the beginning.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
tell us about the show. What's it like? What can we expect?
A little bit of everything. It's an
Okay.
adult variety show. So we have comedy, music, drag. We even have some video sketches, audience participation, which is usually the highlight. And
Okay.
we also have giveaways too.
Giveaways. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
I won't spoil it, but so singing. What kind of stuff?
Well, Tim Moss, you take
Okay.
that away. He is
I
the
am.
singer.
I'm
Tim?
the singer. Yes.
Okay.
I do the musical segment. Ike is the comedian, an LGBT comedian. And so he comes out with outrageous outfits and is constantly, he changes more times than Cher does, I swear to God. And and it's just very fast moving. So he'll
Yep.
come out in one outfit and then I come out and sing while he's changing. He comes back
Mhm.
out, then we have a drag queen come out. What we usually do is when we're touring the country, we'll get like a local drag queen to
Uh-huh.
fill in.
Okay.
And
Yes.
that way it brings in their following as well. So it always
Okay.
works out really
Okay.
nice.
Is it as fun in person as you all are on
Oh,
camera? That's the main thing I want to know.
much
Yes.
more fun. Much
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no limits to what we do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing.
we test the limits of every stage
Okay.
Yes.
and
Tell
every
me
audience.
what's one of the upper limits you've ever tested in one of these stages?
Uh, well, actually, we were in we were in Providence, Rhode
Okay.
Island, and our drag performer in that show was Vicky Villainess, and she
Oh,
performed a little risque number, and a couple of people
my
did.
Wendy Ho song
Wendy Ho,
is
obviously,
filthy. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and it
Well, firstly, I came backstage and I told her, I said, "Oh my God, there's this older couple in the front that are just like not even having it. They're not laughing. And I said, so just avoid them." Wrong thing to tell Vicky.
well, yeah,
She truly goes marching out there singing this song about her vagina and sticking it right in the guy's face. And
well, you forgot one part that you left out. They weren't laughing because she was stepping on their breathing tube, but
Oh my gosh. So in these kinds of things, how much of the show is scripted and how much of it is impromptu banter on the stage? I'm always curious about that.
Well, we test out a lot of it in New York City. So it is new when we're doing New York City. And then we take the show when it works well, we'll go across the country. So it's kind of the numbers are all planned out. Depending on where we are, we try to keep it current with the city we're visiting.
Okay.
We'll try to poke fun a little bit here if we're in Rochester, if we're in Providence, depending on where it is. We try to keep it current. But a lot of it is the same show, it just in different cities.
Mhm.
Okay. What could you possibly poke fun of in Wilton Manors? I know there's nothing, but what could you possibly poke fun at?
Well, we're going to
my
say
God.
gay, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're not allowed to say gay down here, so I don't know how you're going to get
Oh,
around it. Okay.
watch us.
Yeah.
Watch us.
Yeah.
You walk in,
Yeah.
50 Shades of Gay, 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 gay. I said
I
gay in Florida. Arrest me.
I don't know about you, but I tell people I'm a professional homosexual.
Yeah.
There you go. Got to have business cards now.
There you go. There you got business cards. So how
Right?
did you guys meet? You have obviously natural chemistry. How did you
Oh my
guys meet?
Well, I'll tell it, Tim, if you don't mind.
Okay. I
So
couldn't
I was
remember
attending.
if it was the Glam Awards or the
It was the
Out
Get
Awards.
Out, I think. It was the
Okay.
we were
Okay.
attending a Get Out award ceremony. It was the worst day in December. It was ice, rain. I sat at a table by myself,
Okay.
and in out of a storm comes Tim with a Santa Claus outfit on. He goes, "Is anybody sitting here?" And I says, "No, no." So made himself at home. And 5 seconds into the conversation, he goes, "Can you film me when I'm on stage?" And that was it. We have become best friends ever since.
Yeah, inseparable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're on tour now. We're going to pull up a couple of the websites. We've got one. Tim, this is
Oh,
your
that's mine.
website.
Yeah.
We joking. We were trying to search our emails and we realized it was TYM. So people are
Yes.
looking.
Yes.
Are the tours on here and Ike's website?
They're on Ike's website in
Okay.
just a second. Yeah, but
Yes.
like
Okay.
myself, I'm a singer, I'm an actor, I'm actually a movie star. Yay! I starred a
Yes.
movie called Junk.
Okay.
I'm working with UBC TV. I'm heading their LGBT programming.
Okay.
So there's a new network coming out. So I'm kind of here, there, and everywhere, and
Okay.
all over the country with Ike.
And there
Okay.
we go. And under shows would be 50 Shades of Gay.
Okay.
And then it will list the tour dates that we've had. I guess if you go up a little bit more at the top under shows,
Yep.
the 50 Shades of Gay will be one of the drop down. I have about 13 variety shows that I put together.
Yep. Yep. Right there it is.
And the tour date should be listed on there. I'm a comedian. I'm also an author. I have a book that I put out a couple years ago called The Year in the Life of Ivelli, and it's not pretty. I'm a podcast host along with Tim. We have a show called Loose Lips.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been having fun touring. We've been
Mhm.
touring now since 2015.
So now one of the things I'm going to point out, you're one of your sponsors is Uberlube, which is one of our good clients.
Oh, we
and-
love Lube.
Oh, girl, she's got it on. Oh, no, where's my bottle?
I'm sorry, I've used all mine. Sorry.
When you aren't playing the cards right to get the gallon jug. But Uberlube is a good product. They're a good client of
Yes.
ours. Yeah.
Amazing. They've been supporting since we landed this gig.
Yeah, and actually we had shows in Chicago. We did 50 Shades in Chicago, and they came. A lot of their staff came to the show. We had a ball with them.
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
Yeah, amazing.
So you had a good
Very
time
supportive.
with the Loop people. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
They make me take pictures because they think I'm using all the products. So
That's awesome. We're so excited to have your show down here at Pub on the Drive. Oh, go ahead, Tim.
I was just going to say, yeah, I was down. I took my cabaret show down in August, and I was on your show, which I thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. This is Ike's first time on the Dr. Stevens show. He's a virgin,
Yes,
and he
I
doesn't
am.
say that too often.
I thought I smelled cherries.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Ike, have you been down to the Pub on the Drive yet?
I have not. I have been in Wilton Manors numerous times. I
Okay.
was telling Will, I've been to Bill's filling station before it was gone, but I used to hang out there all the time. Georgie's, I think it's Georgie's.
George's Alibi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been down there. We stayed at a lot of the male resorts, which are amazing, beautiful. But I do love my Florida, even though we can't say gay.
You are in for a treat for a Pub on the Drive. It's one of my favorite places to go.
Oh,
It's a combination of drag show night, karaoke night, night like this. They put a lot of thought and time into programming and bringing people in of all kinds of variety, of all kinds of talent and shows and what they do. They've got drag. Antonio Edwards is a good friend of ours.
I love Antonio.
Yes. And I call it our local Cheers bar. You go in and you just, for something about it, you automatically feel comfortable. You want to sit down. And after a while, I've been there, a lot longer than I anticipated, but that's part of the fun, I think, going to the pub. I always tell people, make sure you give Mike, the owner, a hard time. He's a hoot and a lot of fun. So, rib him a little bit and give him a hard time if you haven't been in there yet.
I'm so thrilled. I can't wait.
And their whole staff. I mean, it's just such a fun place to hang out. Yeah. They're all amazing there.
Yes, and we do have to mention too, we have 2 different performers on each night. On Saturday, December 10th, we have Angel Electra, who actually, all right, and Sunday, December 11th would be Shady Pines. And both of them are local, so which is great. They perform at Hamburger Mary's, they perform at the Palace in Miami. So a lot of fun.
Okay. And all of their shows, their drag shows, like they put so much time into it.
Mhm.
What is your favorite part about your show? That's always something I like to hear from
Oh my
someone. What's your
goodness.
favorite part?
You want to go, Tim, or
Well, I mean, I I don't know. I have such a great time just my segment performing,
Okay.
because each of the audiences around the country, each one is a little bit different.
Mhm.
Okay.
And just I feed off the audience a lot.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite parts. But we also have the audience participation, which is a lot of
Yes.
fun too. So
Yes.
Yep.
Mine, which I won't be doing at the holiday show, but this is in the show that we've been traveling with during the year, is my Barbara Streisand story.
I love that. Love
That's my favorite. Just the reactions from the people. It's just amazing.
Mhm.
And that the reaction Tim and I get for the show afterwards is worth. It's more than any award you could
Mhm.
ever get. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the thing about this show too is, again, like I was saying, I will come out and start the show. I come out and do a 10-minute segment. Then he comes out and does 10 minutes. Then the drag queen comes out. It's just in your face,
Yeah.
fast moving. And before you know it, it's over.
Yep.
And people are always just crazed by the end of the show,
Yeah.
wanting more. So I highly recommend everybody come out and just and
Yes.
forget your troubles. Come on,
Yeah,
get happy,
get
and
happy. And
just
it's the
enjoy
holidays.
50 Shades of Gay holiday extravaganza.
Yes. It's
Now
the
that's what
holidays.
I
Have a
tell my
holiday
dates. It's up in your face and over
Yeah.
over before you know it.
party.
That's what I tell all my dates.
Yeah. I like to get in people's faces. You know?
Yep. 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 You all have so much energy, Tim. We enjoyed your show last time and
Oh,
talking
thank
to you.
you.
And so, my major question: how do you get over your shyness? I just don't know how you do
Yeah,
it.
we're professionals.
Professional entertainers. Professional
Yeah,
entertainers.
we try.
I want to
Yeah,
remind
they were-
everybody
but
it's
I was so
December. No,
I
go
was
ahead.
just going to say I was so grateful because when I had my show down here at the pub before, I think it was Mike. As soon as I stepped off stage, came up and said, "We've got to have you down here again. We want to have you come down. How about a Christmas show?" And I was like, "I got the show." I'm like, "Ike, we're going to the pub because
Yeah.
I love the pub and I love 50 Shades, and it's going to be a perfect match."
That's
Perfect
the
match.
beauty with Tim and I, because he could say to me, "Let's do something," and we're down. I say to Tim, "Let's do this." No matter how outlandish and crazy it is, we do it. We don't even ask questions.
Yeah,
I think
how
that's
many
what I
times?
also tell my dates.
How many times have we said, "Oh, I got this idea for it," and the other one is like, "Okay, I'm down. I
Yeah,
don't even know what it is, but I'll do it. I don't
Yeah.
care."
Sometimes when you have a talent and an energy, it's not what you do, it's how you do it
Mhm.
and what you bring
Yeah.
to it.
And we're
Yeah.
both Taurus, so that helps.
There you go. There you go. I want to remind everybody it is Saturday, December 10th, 2022 at the Pub on the Drive, Wilton Manors. I think that shows at 8,
At 8.
which
Yes.
means you got to get there early to get a seat because it is usually a packed house. And Sunday, December 11th, 2022, and that shows at 7 p.m. Is that right?
Correct.
Right.
Which means you got to get there early. Now, the pub not only is a club that serves drinks, obviously has entertainment, they also have food. They have a good menu full of
Yes.
burgers and all kinds of stuff. So you can go
Mhm.
eat before, have your drinks in your show, or food during. So it is a all-encompassing place, park and then or Uber, and then get there. You've got dinner and everything in a show, and it's a great place to go by yourself. They've got
Yeah.
lots of seating around the bar. I go all the time around by myself at the bar.
Mhm.
And it's a great place to take a date, great place to take a group of friends. It
Yeah.
just has that atmosphere, and you can sit there by yourself, but you don't feel like you're alone, which is very unique.
I love that. Yeah, that's a great
Absolutely.
feeling too.
Yeah.
And will we be seeing you there?
Yes, I will be there, of course. Of course. Who do I win?
And
Well,
Will, your producer, we need Will there too.
Yep. I
Yeah.
see Will at the pub all the time. That's one of his favorite places as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
just want
you
to
all
add,
are-
too, Uberlube is a sponsor, and also E. Martin Davidoff, attorney at law. They
Mhm.
sponsor as well, and they've been helping us travel across the country. So very grateful for the both of them.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've been everywhere for around the East Coast and out to Boise, Idaho, and Chicago, and we've been everywhere.
Awesome. Awesome. We're excited to have you down here. So when you come down, we will have people out and people will come and love it. You are so much fun. I'm really glad you joined us on the show today. And I can't believe Thanksgiving's around the corner. Somebody said Happy Thanksgiving, and I said, "What?" Realized that was in a few days.
I have to tell you this, and I don't know how it's going to happen, but from now until we get there, I have to somehow get in a leotard for the show on December 10th. I don't know if it's going to happen, or someone's going to lose an eye out in the audience. So
Uberlube. We'll
Yeah.
just
I think
lube
I
you
told
up.
the date that last night too. That joke works all the time.
I love it.
Oh, all right. So we can banter forever. I told everyone that you all are so much fun to banter with. But thank you for joining us today, and we'll chat again anytime you want. And again,
Love it.
please come out to the pub on the drive. Any night you go is fun, but make it a point to come see Ike and Tim out on the pub. All right, you guys have
Thank
a happy holidays and
Same
happy
to you.
Thanksgiving, and soon going to be Merry Christmas. All right,
Yes.
have a
Thank
good
you so
night.
much, Dr.
Thank
Stevens.
you.